coconut milk. And mix it with 1.5 cups of water. So this is the thin coconut milk that you can see here. Okay, now coming back to the onions. They are now golden brown in color. Now we can go on and add the chopped tomato to it. I'm going to add 1 chopped tomato to it. And we have to make sure that the tomatoes are nicely blended into the mixture before adding the spices into it, the dry spices. Now you must have noticed in the ingredients that I have not used curry powder. Authentic Indian cooking never uses curry powder as its ingredient. So a curry is basically any dish that is cooked with various spices and that has a gravy base, and it is served as a side dish to a main dish such as rice or any bread. And it is not a dish that is cooked with curry powder. So as I mentioned before, we have the thin coconut milk that's ready. And for the thick coconut milk, we can use the coconut milk directly from the can. We do not have to dilute it. And the history of the the dilution of the coconut milk is interesting, because in Kerala, since it's a land of coconuts, people use freshly grated coconut, and they add some water to it and grind it in a mixer and squeeze out and strain the milk from it, and the resulting milk is really thick, and that's the first coconut milk, or the thick coconut milk. And from the squeezed out coconut, they add more water to it and grind it again in a mixer, and squeeze out and strain the milk again, and the resulting milk is thin, and that's the thin coconut milk, or the second coconut milk. Now, the thin coconut milk is always used for cooking the chicken, because it does not curdle. The thick coconut milk is always added at the end, with the heat level being low. Now we can go on and add the dry spices to it. So I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper powder or red chili powder, a quarter teaspoon of turmeric powder, 2 teaspoons of coriander powder, and give it a good mix. You have to saute this till the raw flavors from the dry spices is gone. You may feel like sneezing at this point, but that's an indication that it's cooked. Now we can go on and add the chicken to it. I have taken boneless and skinless chicken thighs and chicken breasts, which is there's half a kilogram here. I'm going to add it to the mixture here. And mix it well. Now we can add the thin coconut milk that we have prepared here. And that's the liquid in which the chicken is basically going to cook. We did add some salt while we were sauteing the onions, but we need to add a little more of salt. Now we can change the heat to medium, and cover and cook the chicken. The cooking of the chicken will take around 10 to 15 minutes, and we can wait for the chicken to cook. Normally we saute the ginger and garlic after the sauteing of the onions, but I'm just sauteing this in a different pan in a little bit of oil. So just adding some chopped ginger and chopped garlic. I'm just going to saute it for a minute. And now we can turn off the heat and add it to the cooking chicken. By this method, the ginger and garlic will taste a little fresher. You can give it a good mix and cover it and let it cook again. Now it has been 10 to 15 minutes and the chicken has now cooked. And now we can add garam masala to it. Garam masala is a blend of brown spices, garam meaning hot, which refers to the spice intensity, and masala meaning mixture. And it's common in Indian cuisine. And if you want, this will be a moderately spicy dish. If you want the dish to be like milder in spice intensity, you can just decrease the amount of cayenne pepper powder and the garam masala powder. So I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of garam masala powder in here and half a teaspoon of pepper powder. And mix it well. Now let's simmer the heat and we can add the thick coconut milk to it. I'm going to add about 1 cup of thick coconut milk into it. You don't have to dilute it, you can take it straight from the can. Just about 1 cup there. Give it a good mix. And now let this simmer for about 5 minutes. In the meantime, the pulao is now ready. And we can transfer the contents into a bowl. Give it a good mix and you can take it out. You can see that the pulao looks nice and colorful with the beans, carrots, green peas, and the white rice. Now we can make the garnish for the pulao. So I have some cashew nuts and golden raisins here. Just going to heat a pan and fry these. Fry these in a little bit of ghee or oil. Now the oil is hot and we can add the cashews and the raisins to it. Just going to fry them up a little bit. And when the golden raisins, when they fry, they inflate. As you can see here, the golden raisins are poofing up. Now they're golden brown in color. We can turn off the heat, and we can garnish our pulao with the raisins. There we go. All right, in the meantime, our chicken is ready. And we can transfer it into a bowl here. You can continue cooking it till it thickens if you like, but I'm taking it at this consistency. I'll transfer this into the bowl here. No better. And we can garnish it with some cilantro. And both our vegetable pulao and a Kerala style chicken curry is ready. Thank you for joining me on Indian Cooking with Vinu, and we'll see you again next time with more wonderful dishes from India. For now, we can take a quick recap on the ingredients. Thank you.